Well, good morning, YouTube. As you can see, I'm on a nice, smooth, new bit of roadway. And as you might know from a couple past videos, that I've had this, so far, unexplained hop in the bike that was quite pronounced. And I checked everything from headstock bearings to wheel bearings, suspension, the wheels and tires and rims, and everything was fine. And I thought, what the heck? I knew that I needed to replace my chain and sprockets, and I figured, you know what? Kind of feels like the chain is snatching on the sprockets. So I have yesterday replaced the chain and sprockets, and lo and behold, no more hop. So pretty happy about that. That was actually the problem. And as an aside, I changed the gearing ratios, went to a higher ratio. I was running 1442, and this is a CRF250L. And that's a little higher ratio than stock, so lower gearing. And I've gone to 1445, quicker response, quicker acceleration, a little more revs at highway speed. But I figure, you know, the most use on the bike that I do is on rural paved twisty roads, or off-road, or city. I'm not a fan of extended use on the highways, so may as well gear it to what I do. I needed a longer chain to accommodate the larger rear sprocket, and I needed to modify the lower chain guide on the CRF250L. What you do is you turn the lower rubber on the chain guide, you turn it upside down, and it actually creates then more room. I'll tell you, it's so much smoother, not only without that hop, but with the chain and sprockets in the condition they were in. When I was riding, let's say in especially first gear, if I was riding kind of steady in first gear, it would be jerky, you know, like really jerky. And I'm thinking, wow, you know, like this bike's got touchy. Either that or my throttle hand is twitchy, which I know it is anyway. But now that I've got the new chain and sprockets, it's smooth, you know, no jerkiness in first. Yeah, so that was having a profound effect. I should have changed them a long time ago, I guess. Well, it's, what is it, 8:25 in the morning. Cool part of the day to ride in. Our temperatures here have been 35 degrees, anywhere from 33 to 37 degrees in the middle of the day. Well, for most of the day. And sunny, sunny, sunny. So it's been hot. Hot. We've been kind of lucky with the forest fires this year. I mean, we've had them, pretty bad ones, evacuations and that sort of thing, but nowhere near what we did last year at the same time. So pretty thankful for that. Also thankful for the fire crews that fight these fires. They do such an amazing job. They're so skilled at not only fighting the fire, but also being proactive in the evacuation procedures and notices and so forth. I don't think we've had one death in my memory anyway, going back over the years on some horrific fires. And not only that, but these people fighting these fires are doing it in this awful heat, eh? I mean, can you imagine? hiking in rough terrain wearing heavy protective gear and 35-degree C heat, coupled with the heat of the fire, of course. That's got to be a rough job. So, big respect and appreciation to those people. This is a beautiful area, isn't it? I don't know, it's just inspiring every time I come up to these areas. I've lived here for, well, since 1975. Why are you putting your left turn signal on to go around a bend? Yeah, I've lived here since 1975 and it never grows old. I always appreciate it. Yeah, it's the perfect temperature right now. And I like the morning, you know, the early morning. That time of day, I don't know, just everything seems so much fresher, pristine. The day doesn't feel cluttered, you know what I mean? When I used to be employed, I always liked the drive into work. It's the best part of the day. The bike is so much smoother now. What an incredible difference that made. Just goes to show how you get used to something over time. And then you attribute it to something other than what it is. Aside from the chain and sprockets, which I did yesterday, the next thing to do on this bike is check the valves. They were checked about 26,000 kilometers ago. So it's time. And at that time, only the exhaust valve needed a one shim smaller. The intake was still in spec, so I suspect maybe not now. And then at the same time, we'll change the spark plug out, a new iridium plug. And then after that, I think the next thing I'll do is upgrade the clutch. I've got some an EBC clutch plate set that will eliminate the judder spring that is in this bike, and stronger springs, some Barnett springs. That'll make the clutch more grabby, and I would like that. I'd rather have a very positive clutch than a vague clutch. I'd rather, you know, I don't feather my clutch much, so even on trails and such, I'd kind of rather depend on the right gearing than a vague clutch. Well, coming up to the top of the road here. Where the trails begin. The trails that I like taking. I don't know if I'll take them today though, so I didn't actually intend to come up here. Almost at the top. And This is the KVR. A lot of people go cycling down there on the trestles. And there are sections you can motorcycle in, but not here. Not on those trestles. Yeah, I'm so happy that that I solved that hop problem, because boy, that was annoying me. And it was beginning to feel unsafe. Because I didn't intend to come up here. I didn't bring my glasses, my goggles, so I got my visor down, and I don't like doing that off-road on trails because it gets too hot. But I just wanted to come up a little bit. And at the fork in the road, I shall say bye-bye. You folks have a wonderful day. And ride safe and have fun.